Today we're going to talk about our patterns. So our patterns is like our identity, how we act when things happen. Before you lost your partner, you would have had a certain way that you reacted to things. You had certain patterns of what you did. If you spoke about certain topics, say you were talking about money, did you get very anxious or did you get angry? Or say you were talking about your parents, did it upset you or were you very concerned about it? Or maybe for some of you it was a very frustrating conversation. It's the way we react to things and the way we act when certain things happen in our lives. So what these patterns do is they create our identity. And now that we have lost our partners, all of this is changing. Our identity is changing. We're not a we anymore. Now I've become a me. And some of my thought patterns have changed. My reactions to things have changed. And that's what we want to talk about is what is now building our identity. So are we living with a mask over our face that we're pretending that we are something that we're not? Are we still trying to be the person that we were before our partners passed? Because we're not the same person and it's okay to not be the same person. So what we want to talk about today is removing that mask and altering some of those patterns. So by making new patterns, we serve who we actually are today. And we're building a new identity. And it's okay to do that because we have changed and we are new. So you get to rewrite who you are, who your character is in your story. Because a new chapter has started in that story. So who is this new character? Maybe we're going to be introducing a new character because the old character isn't the same anymore. So what are we doing to create more joy, more peace, more freedom, more trust in who we are? Because we've probably lost some trust. We probably have certain fears. Our peace and joy have been disrupted. So what new patterns are we going to create now that we've gone from being a we to a me? And the choices are ours. We get to alter our pattern. So all the self-doubt that we have or all the negative talk that we have about ourselves, it hampers our self-confidence. It hampers who we are, how we act towards things, just everything that we do day to day. Our self-talk is very, very important. Do we say, I can't do this? Or do we say, I can do this, or I'll try to do this, or let's see what happens when I do this? So it's all of our actions, but it goes deeper than that. Some people think that their success in life, what they own, or the education that they have, their accomplishments, they think that that's who they are. That's not who you are. What you own is not who you are. So think about when your partner passed. What did they take with them? All the money that they made in life, could they take it with them? No. Any of their accomplishments that they had, whether they had degrees or whether they won huge trophies in different activities that they did, can you take any of that with you? No. So your accomplishments and your possessions are definitely not you. Your personality, the way you act, your character is who you really are. So is what other people think of you who you are? No. Kind of the age-old adage that people have said, what other people think about you is none of your business. You know, I used to be very concerned at different times, depending who the people were and who the situation was, I worried about what other people think of me. I don't think of that at all anymore. You can think of me however you want, because I now am building who I am. It took me a long time to learn this, that I need to build my own character, be my own me, and honestly, if people don't like me or people don't like the way I talk, they don't need to be around me. And that is completely okay. We're good with that. So what other people say you are is not true. Way you act and your actions and what you say and what you do is more of who you are. You're not the good person or the bad person that other people say you are. Some people may put you up on a pedestal. Some people may knock you off that pedestal. It doesn't matter. We need to build our own self-confidence and give ourselves credit for what we do and what we're capable of doing, the small steps and the big steps. If we're doing a lot of small steps, that's okay. It's still forward motion. And if every once in a while we take a few steps backwards, that's okay too. We need to smile and laugh out loud sometimes, and that's okay to do. We can't feel guilty for living life and having some fun and having some laughs. That builds our character as well. Something else that's very, very important is you need to keep your promises to yourself. If you can't keep your promises to yourself, how are you going to keep any promises to anybody else? So if you make yourself a promise or you set yourself some goals, try to always keep those promises and achieve those goals for yourself. Give yourself credit for your intentions even. Have good intentions. Sometimes, maybe we can't fulfill them all. Maybe we need to give ourselves a little bit of extension in time to fulfill them. And that's completely okay too. You just have to have the self-confidence and be able to put in the work to achieve what it is you want to achieve. Maybe sometimes your achievement is being able to make yourself a meal. As time progresses, it does get better. You do start to adapt, and you do start to make a lot more achievements. Find out, sometimes it's a little bit easier to find out who we're not than who we are. And sometimes, if we can figure out that and write down some of the, no, I'm not like that, it helps us determine who we actually are. It's our choice to go through the pain, the discomfort, or to change those patterns and start finding joy in things and peace in things and giving ourselves the self-confidence. Don't let the extras in your movie, so all the other characters, all the other people that are around you, don't let them write your story. Don't let them write your play. Don't let them be the screenwriters to what your life is. You have your choices, and you can make them. And sometimes it's nice to throw things by other people and ask them what they think, but it doesn't mean that you need to do what everybody tells you to do. You're just getting opinions. You're gathering data. You're gathering information. So every time you reach a goal or you reach a new level, raise that bar a little bit higher and try to set new goals and new levels for yourself. Because otherwise, you have nothing to look forward to and nothing to fight for. And that helps to build our self-confidence in setting new goals and new levels and achieving some of these accomplishments. What do you want to do? What difference do you want to make? There's a lot of different things that can go in our life. We didn't come into this world with one purpose or one goal, that this is what we need to do and this is what we need to accomplish. People's goals change all the time, and yours can too. What you were doing prior to your partner passing does not necessarily mean that that's what you need to continue doing. Your patterns and your identity is definitely changing, and it's going to continue to change. What new memories do you want to make? What new hobbies do you have? What new things do you want to do in your life? You're allowed to change it. You're allowed to keep adding new chapters or rewriting your story so that it fits you. Get to know yourself again. Challenge yourself. You know what? It's your game. It's your story. You know who you are and you know what you want to do. If you're setting yourself goals, visualize yourself crossing that finish line and doing what you want to do, that you have accomplished it, that you are doing what you want to do. Visualize that for yourself. How will you adapt to things once you've achieved that goal? How will that change your life? Will it make it better? Or will some of the changes that you think you want make it worse? Sometimes we need to sit down and think about what the end result will bring. And that's okay to do. Visualize yourself succeeding. You will succeed. You're allowed to succeed. Don't let people put doubt into your head. Don't let people tell you that you can't or that you're not capable. Prove them wrong. And don't self-talk yourself saying that you can't do it. Give yourself self-confidence by saying that you can or you'll try. And you know, there's no shame in failing because we learn from our failures. We learn from the roadblocks. That we say, you don't learn from your successes, you learn from your failures, and it's true. So pick yourself up, brush yourself off. Maybe you got to go a different direction in what you were thinking, or maybe you just need to alter the path a little bit. Believe in yourself, and don't let the naysayers around you tell you that you can't do it. If there's people in your life that are not helping your situation, maybe you need to take a little step or a little break to regroup. I'm not saying write them out of your life. Maybe just take a bit of a breath. Maybe don't have that phone call every day or that text every day or that visit. Start giving yourself a little bit of space. Give yourself the time you need to grow. Water your own garden. Energize yourself. If you would like help on your journey, you're not alone. I can help you. I am a certified grief educator, and I can help you. I can help you in your journey. I have 3 different programs that I run. I have Rise and Renew. It's a 3-month program that we would meet bi-weekly. And I have a second one called Brave Beginnings. It's also a 3-month program, and we would meet weekly. If you feel you need a little bit of extra help, we would meet weekly. Rooted and Rising is 6 months. Some people are like, 3 months isn't very long. I think I need 6 months. Or you know what, you can start off with 3, and if you want to extend it to 6, that's okay too. So I am here for you. Click on the link that I have provided, and I will be asking you to just fill out a very short informational assessment of what you're looking for help from the Wise Widow, and a little bit of information, your name and an email address. Phone number is optional, and I can reach out to you and we can have a conversation, and through email or through Zoom or through a phone call, and figure out how I can help you on your journey. It is a long journey. I have had people say to me, What's the timeline? How long am I going to feel like this? How long am I going to be in grief? The answer to how long you're going to be in grief is the same answer as to how long is your partner going to be dead. The grief doesn't end. The grief will never end because the love doesn't end. We learn to live with it. We learn to expand our life around it and find what makes us happy and give us our peace and our joy. So please click on the link. Let me help you. Let me support you. Let me serve you. And I look forward to hearing from you. Please click on the link, and I hope we will talk soon.